Jordan Sawyer, co-founder of Code Chemistry, and in today's Under the Microscope, I'm going to be discussing where to start. So there isn't really a one-size-fits-all answer to this question because every business uses different tech, you have different processes and different objectives. But there is a process that I go through when consulting with brands to truly understand their business and what they need from their emails and what our tech can do for them. So first of all, I would suggest starting with a deep dive into your emails. So look at the emails you've been sending, look at your sending calendar, look at the peaks and troughs throughout the year, and take a look at what emails performed well, what didn't do as well as you'd hoped, what automations have you got running, how are they performing over time, are there any emails that you have to update regularly? And what emails do you hate? So these are the ones that make you pull your hair out and you find yourself spending hours building each week or each month. Is there a regularly scheduled email that you're manually updating each week? Try and answer those questions and then we will have a good idea of where we need to go. And that doesn't have to be a huge months and months long process, but just enough so that you can identify what's worked, what needs improvement, and what gives you the biggest headache and where you lose the most time. So keep in mind that the goal of Code Chemistry is to add more engaging content to your email, but also we want to save you time and remove any unnecessary, manual, labor-intensive work from your day. The next step, once you've looked at all of your emails, is to do a CRM deep dive. So take a look at the data that you've got stored against a contact record. So a few things that I like to ask are, do you have their first name? Do you have the date that they signed up? What preference data do you have? What purchase data do you have? Do you have any browsing data? Do you have any loyalty information? Do you offer any subscriptions and plans? All of those questions will help you then to look at what content we can personalize and how we can use that data. So make a list of the data attributes that you've got access to it doesn't have to be for every record, but create a list of the data points that you could be using to start personalizing. So those two activities mean that you've now got a sense of what you need to know and what you've got to work with. Now you need to take a look at your marketing calendar and start to look at what emails you've got coming up that you could start to add some fun and engaging automated elements to. So my biggest piece of advice here is to walk before you can run. I always recommend a good, better, best approach so that you don't get overwhelmed. So I suggest starting with a couple of quick wins. So these could look like the following. So adding a data canvas first name personalized image into your welcome program to personally say welcome. So Jordan, welcome to the club is better than an image that just says welcome to the club. Make it beautiful, make it personal. It's super quick to implement and it ticks off that more personalization goal. Similarly, you can start to look for opportunities to pepper more data canvas personalized images through your other content. So adding first names into hero images of key sends, for example. If you've got any time-sensitive offers or events coming up, you can use timers to visually build that excitement and urgency. And remember, you can completely customize timers so they can be big, they can be bold, or they can be more subtle. It's entirely up to you and your brand. But make sure that you've got a good mail privacy protection alternative image and an image to show in place of the timer once it's expired so that you're maximizing that opportunity and still have an option to connect to any of those late openers. And if you've got an email coming up that's really important and that you want to increase engagement, you could consider adding a poll in there. So if you're a fashion retailer and you're dropping a new collection, you could perhaps ask your subscribers to vote for their favorite look, for example. So you'll have more clicks as openers register their vote. They want to tell you what they like the most, and they'll click through to view the new collection whilst registering their vote. So that means more and more people will go to your site, and that means more revenue for you. So it's a quick win to increase engagement and to increase your revenue. Next up, and this is probably my favourite piece, is to look for automation opportunities. So if you're a retailer, product content is a great place to start. If your emails feature content like blogs or articles, that's a really good place to start as well. So look for content that features regularly, but that you have to update every single time that you want to send an email, because those are great opportunities to replace manual content with generator automation. So if we take a fashion retailer, every week they send a what's new this week email, and every week they're manually copying, pasting new products into that template. It is so labor intensive, and it is not the best use of anybody's time. So that manual workload can be entirely replaced with Generator, and it only needs to be set up once, and every time you send that email, the new in products will auto update. And so the process is very simple. So you connect your product feed, design your image template, and sometimes we get people freaking out here because they care about their brand and they have strict brand guidelines. But we've proven time and time again that that's okay. You can create pixel perfect images in the design lab. So once you've designed your images and you can get, your designers and your team to sign that off so everybody's happy, you can then apply the business rules that you need. So in this case, if it's new in, we're going to order it by the date added to the feed. So we're showing the newest products. And I would also suggest adding a rule to show products that are only in stock. So then you copy and paste that element HTML into your email template. And now you've got an auto updating stream of new in products. And every time you want to send the email, you've got those new products. And also it really maximizes the revenue opportunity and the customer experience because you're only showing products that the opener can click through to and buy, which isn't the case if those products are hard-coded in the HTML. The fact that we're serving the images means that those products can update, so you can apply stock level rules and other rules that you need. So it's a huge amount of time saved, it's more efficiency and a higher revenue opportunity for you, and it's better customer experience in the inbox. So similarly, if you're looking to automate those blog articles that I mentioned before, it's the same process. So you can connect your content feed into Generator, you can design those blog images, article images just as you need, and then you generate your element HTML. Then you copy and paste it into your email, and you have then got an auto updating stream of your latest blogs or articles. So both of those suggestions are great for BAU, so business as usual campaigns, but they're also awesome for automations. You don't need to pause, your welcome program or any programs you've got running to add the latest blogs or the latest products to update the content. No, you can use those automations that you've set up, pop those in there, and they will always continue to update. So that's a huge manual workload removed from your day and a huge time saving. So once you've implemented those quicker wins, you can start to delve into the data you've got and start to layer that on top. So for example, if we jump back to that fashion retail example that I talked about, we could start to personalize that new in automation to feature products, say from the recipient's favorite or the last browsed category. So looking back at that data that you reviewed, what have you got that you know about that customer that you can start to layer on into these automations? So favorite colors, favorite categories, what they last purchased. You can use that data to then show them products from their preferred categories or preferences that you know about them. For blogs and articles, that could be that you show content from a preferred category automatically. So you don't need to build 10 different emails for 10 different categories. You use the automation and you tell it the category, and we will go and find the latest content from that category automatically. So once you've added these good, better and best strategies into your emails, you can start to get really granular with more personalization layers. So leveraging all of that data you identified during that CRM deep dive, and you can automate your personalization now at a huge scale. So you could show people products in their preferred category, at their preferred price point, in their favorite color. Probably not a realistic use case, but the point is that you can achieve that level of personalization for everybody. You can also bring other things to life in email, like your loyalty programs with points, spends amount, and any data that you've got, you can turn that into visually brilliant imagery for your emails to make it stand out. If you really want to blow the socks off your recipients, you can start to think about how you can use that data again to create singular or more standout emails. So one thing I love is anniversary sign-up emails, so an email that looks back at the last year. So you can create an email that's truly personalized for every recipient, that's also really visually stunning. So something like, Jordan, it's been 3 years since you last signed up. Last year you made 3 purchases, you spent £341. We know you love dresses and we think you'll love these. And then you can show me a product row with products that you think I'm going to like. It's really fun, it's really personal, it's giving me relevant content. And I think it's a really powerful way to make me feel connected to your brand and also valued by you. You're listening to what I'm doing and how I'm engaging with you. So finally, my biggest recommendation is to test where you can. And a lot of brands think, oh, this is great, this is fun, I just want to, plow on with this. And so there is a big temptation to jump in and just get everything done. But you do need to be A/B testing where you can. That will help you to prove the value and also for you to know what's working so that you can do more of it. So keep your tests as similar as possible, that goes without saying, but keep the subject line consistent, keep the content the same or as same as possible, and just add in the element that you want to test so that it is a fair test. So I hope you found this where to start and how to start overview helpful. As I did say at the start, every brand is different and this is totally not a one-size-fits-all scenario, but I do have 3 key takeaways. So 1, review what you've got, your emails and your data, so that you know what you've been doing, you know what's been working, you know what hasn't been working too. Secondly, walk before you can run. So we want to make sure that you're building a really good foundation and then we can build upon that. Don't get overwhelmed. And 3, don't forget to test. Creating standout emails and personalized emails consistently is totally achievable, but you need a good foundation. You can have fun with the quick wins and remember to focus on automations and then personalization strategies that will allow you to free up your valuable time to focus on improving your emails even further. So if you're interested to get started, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial for Code Chemistry's platform today. You'll find the link below. If you have any questions, you can email us at hello@codechemistry.io. Thank you for listening.